there's a whole community out there that's waiting for me called the Greater Lewes Community Village.
The Greater Lewes Community Village is a volunteer nonprofit organization dedicated to helping older adults live independently at home for as long as possible. The village provides volunteer support, services, and programs that enhance the lives of our members by helping them remain engaged in a variety of social, educational, and cultural activities. We send volunteers in response to calls from village members for transportation and errands. We can help with household tasks and electronics. We can provide friendly home visits and telephone chats if requested.
We're experiencing what they call a silver tsunami.
And tsunami, we all know, is a disaster. How about a reservoir? It's a reservoir of knowledge, of wisdom. These people have brought us where we are. It's not a disaster.
Our demographic here is so perfect, over 65, most of our citizens.
The Greater Lewes Community Village went public on November 1st of 2013.
When we began thinking about the village, a bunch of us sat around a table and talked about it.
And each time we were together, I could see that the passion was beginning to take hold.
It was really neat to sit around and develop this and actually make it happen and put all the pieces together.
It was a high watermark that only the best, most committed people are invited in to work for the village.
Marty told me about the village, and the more she talked, the more excited I got, because I've been interested in gerontology since the early 80s when I'd been accepted into a graduate program at GW.
We needed an office. Barbara Vaughn, who had just left the city council, negotiated with the city for us to have the Blue House.
I was delighted to help search for an office for the newly formed village.
It was wonderful because that really announced that we were solid, that we were really here. And it made all the difference in the world. Even for the volunteers, they felt like they had a home to report to.
You have to have a group surrounding a village to surround you.
It is a group of people who care about people. And they want to, if you want to live in your house or your condo or wherever you live, for as long as you are able to do so safely, this is an instrument to help you do that.
This is a way for your life to be a lot more serene because you have that sense of safety.
What if I lose my license? God forbid. That's what all the people of my generation, they are afraid of losing the license. What do you do? The car is on my legs.
What makes your life whole is that you get to live the kind of life that you did before maybe you couldn't drive or before you lost your partner.
The village is just a part of me.
I actually thought I had found a family. It's a good feeling.
It matters that people who do this, who do the volunteering, tell their story, because that's what attracts people to volunteer, and that's how we keep growing and being able to help more and more people.
I volunteer because a lot of these people don't have anybody to give a call to say hello. Their family's not here. So we are their extended family, in a way.
I want to get to know the village before I need the village.
A friend of mine broke an ankle. She was in very good shape, broke an ankle, and the village was there every day putting her garbage out and doing little things for the house. And that can happen to anybody.
The most important contribution that the community village has made has been the level of friendship and affection that the volunteers have shown.
They love the people that they work with. They really do. And they love taking them to places. They love talking to them.
We always had friendly visits, friendly chats, whether they were face-to-face or over the phone. But now we're doing respite care.
We can give the main caregiver a break so that they can get out and do the things they want and need to do.
I have never met people like the volunteers for the village.
You have to get the volunteers in those areas to join in, because we're neighbors helping neighbors, and that's how you keep that. Somebody you know will show up at your door to help you. That's our goal.
And I would hope that if my parents were alive and I weren't able to be there, that someone would take care of them like we take care of our clients.
They're really good people. And they bring a lot of energy and a lot of love to what they do every day at the village. It's amazing to me.
These are very exciting and opportunistic times for the village.
You know, you could think of a hub and spoke model. Here is this group of people that started the village, but there are a lot more people that need help. And as we grow, we create these pockets of support in these areas where need is.
In sort of concentric circles, offering what we do to neighborhoods and people.
We have some here. There are a couple of neighborhoods in our area where the neighbors actually are the caregivers, are the helpers. But I see satellites of the village, or new villages of their own, that we can help form.
I believe that if we keep working and if we maintain the kind of flexibility so that what we do is driven by members' needs and not by our own sort of constraints, that we will eventually become sort of
invaluable,
permanent,
Widely recognized.
all volunteer service for older adults and their families in eastern Sussex County.